Ultimately, I just wish I knew that you don't have to push through everything. It's okay to not be okay.
Jacqueline Pollard out of Alton, Utah. First place here, second place overall on the tour. Former junior freeride world champion. It's quite a resume for the young alpha skier, and she is hungry to do it again on this face.
Very good, Jacqueline.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Jacqueline.
I'd been doing freeride comps since I was 12. It was a way that I got to hang out with my friends. It was a way to get outside. It was a way I could eat candy without my parents knowing. And it was a way that I became part of a community that I really liked. I loved the comp so much that I kind of just kept doing it, and I did pretty well. During that time, it wasn't common to talk about injuries. It was kind of like, you know, push it off and toughen up. Like, you can do this, don't worry about a crash that you had a few runs ago. Eventually, I made it on the Freeride World Tour.
Jacqueline is a proven contender on the Freeride World Tour. She was fighting in her first year for the title and took an event win that first year at Kicking Horse.
Being on the tour, it felt like I was on a bigger stage. It was the top tier of what I had been working for my whole life. I think that because of maybe the pressure of competition, we as competitors put kind of a keep going mentality on ourselves.
We keep playing with fire, knowing it's a dangerous game.
That was absolutely spectacular. She's going deep off this one. Jacqueline Pollard. Wow, what a way to get the ski women started.
The hard thing about our sport is it's one run. My mentality for a second there was I can do anything for one run.
So we keep playing with fire.
The first competition for the Freeride World Tour 2022 was in Bacare, Spain. When I was leaving inspection, I popped off a cliff, caught a rock, took a pretty bad tomahawk, landed kind of on my head. I wanted to be tough, so I decided to compete the next day. I was off. I was almost in lag. I was skiing, and then I was processing everything like 2 seconds later. Not competing in the next competition didn't even really cross my mind.
That was a tough one. Hopefully she's going to be able to reset, keep herself in the mix here.
If I didn't compete in the next one, there was a high likelihood that I wouldn't make the tour the next year. I pretty much slept for 4 days and then competed in the next event.
You ski the run and then you're done. You'll be fine. It's not hard if you ski a lot. It's one run, no big deal.
If you see Jacqueline crash, it's usually oversending, and that one was a bit out of character.
When someone hits their head, they stay in their fight or flight for too long. I didn't let myself relax enough to maybe totally feel how I was feeling, and then once I got home, I think it all kind of came out and presented itself pretty hard. I got diagnosed with a TBI. They are just kind of the highest stage of concussion. I had headaches, I didn't feel normal, I wanted to cry all the time, I didn't want to socialize, bright lights hurt me. Ever since I felt my back, it feels like it's too short. Definitely was kind of a life-changing thing. I am more scared. I don't ever want to hit my head again. It was about 2 months before I started maybe wanting to socialize again, and I got back on skis and skied a few groomers. About a year afterwards, I started fully feeling back to myself. I was asked to come back to compete again, but I decided I didn't really want to, and I needed to find for myself an avenue that I could keep going forward in skiing and that I could stay in the community that I loved so much, and that's how I found coaching. I'm just excited to help the next generation too in ways that I wish would have been a little different.
Okay, you guys feeling good?
Yeah.
Should we do this? So kind of try to go 1, 2, and just keep your head up. Trust yourself. Oh yeah, perfect.
Someone's going to practice the pump.
Mama, I'm trying. That feeling flying through me. Feels like I'm dying. Smoking and singing. Let me loose, 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 let me loose.
Oh my goodness, there's a porcupine. We found one in the wild. My day is made. I love porcupines.
For me, the toughen up mentality is out.
Dorothy, nice job. Should we try to get some of the snow off of you?
I think creating a positive environment is the key to success because it creates a love for skiing, it creates, a love for finding uniqueness. We're starting to talk more about that it's okay not to go, or it's okay to listen to your body that day and not hit the big cliff. I'm really thankful for the way the industry is moving. The Freeride World Tour is now doing concussion baseline tests, which is awesome. This is the first year they've ever done that. At our team, if a kid hits their head, they go into a concussion protocol. They have to get a doctor's note in order to come back.
How do you feel now?
A lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I did miss a lot of training. But
Typically, the person with a concussion shouldn't be making big decisions because it changes your ability to process information. I kind of wish that someone would have told me to stop, but I'm grateful that someone will tell someone else to stop now. I'm pretty stoked that I chose this path. I will be there to cheer them on, and I'll be there to pick them up when they need it as well.